Welcome to January 1st, 2016. We're going to hobo this one, doing little pieces and parts of information or equations that I have created on my own. Why do I do this? For the truth and reality of what happens when we do certain things that will continue on to put pieces and puzzles inside a matrix, like the Belgian waffle. We run three separate forks, or what they call the sword. Each sword gets plugged in, connected on both sides, creating an energy. A V up, a crossover, a V up, a crossover, splitting the water between each side. In between is an X, and if you can see, we have the split over here. You see this? This is the back side of a sword. This would be the continuation of the top part of the sword. So this is what this angle ends up to show you. Step number one. Step number two, this is that top part. See, every time it crosses over, it creates that big W, which is divided by the inner sword. Look what happens to the inner sword once we do the same angle. We have one check. The second check is the bow tie, splitting the second sword, which completely misses, and then we pick it up on the third sword. This is what happens. Now we're going to go on what this is. This is creation of the fox. 315 says ace. Okay, 315, which is 105, the hand of God. 3 times 51 is 153. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1 equals 11, plus 3 is 14, 167. This whole thing is the spirit light. It's the light that goes through the passage, and I will show you where that passage is. The passage is over here. 3 plus 51 is 54. The passage is through the sun. 3 times 51, 153 says the ace cat, which means the spirit that passes through the sun, equaling to 266. 2 areas of 66 or 6 areas of 26. The 6 areas of 26, which equals to 156. 156 is a relationship to 11 and 3, which is equivalent to the red sun, or back to 3 and 11 equals to 14. It just works out that way. 0 equals 6, 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 14. 3 plus 15 equals to 18. 3 times 15 equals to 45 and 18, 63 creation. 63 plus equals 269. 269 is Venus creation inside of Saturn and Pluto, in which 269 would be the 9 birth. Okay, and again, inside of Venus and Saturn, that's the way the numbers work, the alphabet, A to Z. What I want to show is that here's my arrow broken. We have opening of one area. Okay, now in order to do this area, see this open space over here? This would have to go all the way up to here. This would have to go all the way down to here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 by 6, 36 creation with 3 markings in between. See, if this one goes up to here, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is created by 5 markings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 6, the difference of 5 and 6 and what happens to be 5 and 6. This spreads out to be 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 3 and 5. Electric company, it's a plug-in. This area between here and here, I would plug it in. This would be the separation. These markings are the separation. These are the plugins. It comes from somewhere else to fill the empty gaps. Okay, here's an area of 4 space. And here's an area of 1/2 space, 3 spaces, 1/2 space, 3 spaces, 1/2 space. Long and short. S and H, 19 and 8, 27, long. L12, O15, 27, they're both in 27. They both represent 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, 14 and 9, 23, representing red. ORT, which is in the gold in the transformation or a passageway. Okay, and long is many shorts put together. 12, 27, 41, 48. Area space, 4 is half of 8, means half of the space. Short and long, this is half of the space. 80 creates the mind, the area of the space, 2 short sides. So you see how the support sign over here, do you want to look at this as the W? What do we want to do? But if you take a look, the heart is what's represented through the 3 arrows. Okay. Would you like to talk that what is the letter A? Well, the letter A can also represent the 8, as in hateful. In this word here, A and T coming together, CAT is the cat. Inside of the E is always a 3. There is always a C inside of here. So this word over here says cat because it's 3 and 2 to make an E, or it's 4 and 1 to make an E. 4 and 1 is DI, diet, or it becomes 3 and 2, which is BC. C inside 8 creates cat. B is the 9 lives of the cat because that is what B represents. Now we're going to go over to Lucifer. 12, 21, 12, 21, 0, 3. Becomes 3, becomes 3, becomes 9, becomes 9. 9 times 9 is 81 times 3 is 243. 243 times 3 is 729. The gateway to the birth passage. Now, Lucifer, okay, equals the number 73. The short count to Lucifer is 44. G and D, it says God. It's also the cycle to the moon. Lucifer, lucky I am to have a horseshoe. The two energies, holding on to the two energies. Heaven equals to 55, and the short count is 28. The missing part is 27. Again, the passage of heaven runs through the cycle of the moon. So these are the basics. The second last thing I want to show you is the hat above Christmas. And the hat above Christmas, what happens is two sides. This is to this side, this is to this side. That is the angle we get the flat Earth at. If we pile up Earth all the way to the top, it will not leave this angle. Earth does not have a runoff. The energy's through the sand for some reason. Unless you put it higher, then it'll just keep coming down like the snow on the roof. But once Earth sits up at this high, this is the angle. Try to pile up Earth on top of each other. I don't know if it's sand from a beach, and see how the sand would actually come down. So we can fill up this whole thing and it won't move. But at what point will this start to have the energies move the sand? Okay, so I was just bringing in a basics of that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. The rib cage. Did you ever see the way that there's a line in between the rib cage? Almost like body parts were like put together and then sliced apart. There's like a bone inside your backbone separates the two muscles, and your rib cage connects you together. Your rib cage is here, sorry, your abdomen. So I'm just talking about different things. Another thing, there was one other thing I wanted to mention is Lucy Fair. Okay, Fairdale is the horse which has the power. Fair happens to be the horseshoe. But are you fair? Are you being fair? And fair to be the referee or the judgment upon. 5 and 8, bring one more 7. This becomes 3. This becomes 4, 4, 4 is 12. This becomes 4, 4, 4 equals to 12. 7, 7, 7, 21, 21, 12. Inside the word God, Lucy, 3, 3, 3. Inside what the representation of Lovejoy and the planet and how it works together. So this is how God, Lucifer, how connect together, because in numbers they are perfect and end up to creating the short count will create number 23. 3, 3, 3, 21. 4, 4, 4, 12, 33. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, 9 and 6. 9 times 6, 54. The lucky cat runs through the sun. So it's all the basis of a better understanding for the numbers and how things connect, because once you find out how each word connects to each number, you'll see that the reality is there. And the only way I believe we'll really be able to see is when we get to deep down science, which comes to weights and measures and the element scale, putting that together, then we can take that to another level. Right now I haven't arrived there yet. No one has sat down with me. If you're from any one of these areas and you want to see how it works, you show me your world and I'll implicate mine, and then you can take that to the next step. But if you keep refusing my reality, then we can never create the next step. The thing is to accept the equation mc squared H2O, how things are put together. You cannot know until you see the result. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, January 1/1. Thank you for watching.